Shapar, which means horn. Yun. La Yasha'Allah.
Which means to Israel. We forgot that.
Shapar, which means horn. Imagine in the room. So plenty hakudum, which means rise, turn to face the east. I'm gonna say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakuka, Tabah, Ratazak, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Shemayim, Thunderno, Hum, Kaliwan, Asalakano, Kawakno, Asalakno, Kawakno, Mala'ah, Bayana, I say one, Abal, Hawashani, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Baka, Amalakwa, Wa'ala, Wataparak, Va'amulamyu, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be. Prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua. Babakashah. Thunderno. Ka. Larpa. Kalmakala. Wakomanawa. Aka. Latahar. Matazarayim. Aka. Lakwayum. Amakim. Aka. Arakawat. Atamalu. Agarashun. Bahashim Yahushua. The water Aman. In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be. Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahushua. Wa Mayaka'Allah. Wa Alahaya. Matazabia Alawapihan. Alawapi. Hasrani. Hakaziani. Hakayali. Wahawasi. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua. The water Amen. In the English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahushua. And Mike. And the angels. Manager in Yohanan. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be. Prayer for the prophesied curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the heathen. Speak against us. Thy prophets. The teachers. The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers. And the school. Send evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the heathen. Shake loose. The treasure of the rich of Israel. They refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the Edomites. And the nations. In their drug dealers. The court system. Prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies. Amalek synagogues and armies. The Roman Catholic Church. The Pope. Islam. Christianity. Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinhead. Posse Comitazi. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. NASA space program. The Army. Navy. Air Force. Marines. Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airwaves. Cable access channels. The radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people. That seek to stop us. Bring swift destruction. To all the heathens. That stand in the way. Or try to stop us. From broadcasting your word. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro. Through the earth. And consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief. And the murder. Let Yahushua. Michael and Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucers. And punish all the heathens. And come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all. That it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake it thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be. Sorry, face the print. Yeshabu, which means be seated. And we back. We're back rocking it out in the Sabbath service, and it feels like deja vu. Because right before we started over in Genesis, I think this is about where we was at in the story of Joseph. We made it all the way through Joseph's journey through Egypt to leadership, basically damn near ruling the whole empire, to having his family come to him, the same brothers that sold him to try to get him, that got him, that beat him up and left for dead and sold him, are now coming to him for help in the midst of a famine. And now we're going to see how Joseph handles this. But we right back here in another week in this hell. And one of those last lines, let Yahushua, Michael, and Gabriel come down with flying saucers. Those are the vehicles, the chariots of the Most High. All right, the world is not going to end from a group of $80 Amazon drones that you nuts in the middle of the woods in New Jersey think is aliens. All right, those are $80 Amazon drones, and some of them are private planes. They're not even drones. They're just regular, ordinary planes. Matter of fact, some of them are just stars. You see, there was a governor, the former governor of Maryland, went up there and made a post about the drones that were terrifying him in the sky. What are they going to do about the drones? You know what? Everybody got up on his post and said, hey, that's such and such a star. They knew exactly what star it was. That this nut, who was a former governor, is thinking is a drone from China sent to suck his brain out his body. You people are nuts, man. And meanwhile, while you're losing your mind over ordinary planes and stars, the Most High has vehicles. You got a vehicle. Why can't the Most High have a nicer vehicle? And those vehicles are getting ready to do some beautiful damage in due time. And we pray every week and we pray every day that those vehicles are getting ready to come out the garage. That's right. But we're going to go back into Genesis. Salaki, I'm having too much fun. That's right. I ain't been here in a few weeks. I missed y'all. Back to Genesis 42 and 16, and we're going to pick it up in the Hebrew. Let's go. Let's rock it out. Let's pull this up. Genesis 42 and 16 in the Hebrew. Shalach wa makom achad wa yakwak ath achikum wa thum hasarwa Wayabkanwa Badarakikum Salaki Dobarikum Hamath Athkum Wa'ama Salaki Wa'am La'a Khaya Haraya Kaya Margalium Athum, verse 17. Wayasat Athum Al Mashamar Shalashath Yum Yum, verse 18. Wayamar Alhum Yawasat Bayawum Hashalayasha Za'ath Aishua Wachaywa Atha Alhayim Anya Yara, verse 19. Am Kunyum Athum Achikum Achad Yasar Babayath Mashamarkum Wa'athum Lakwa Habayawa Shabar Ra'aibawan Bathikum. Verse 20, Wa'ath Akikum Hakutan Dabiyawa Alia Wayamunwa Dabarikum Wala'ah Damawathwa Wayaishwa Khan, verse 21, Wayamarwa Ayash Al-Akhwa Abal Ashamwan Ashamyum Anaknawa Al-Akinoa Ashar Rayanwa Hazarath Napashwa Bathakhanwa Aliyanwa Wala'ah Shemayanwa Al-Khan Ba'ah Aliyanwa Hatazarah Haza'ath, verse 22, Waya'ain Ra'alban Athum La'amar Halwa'ah Amarathia Aliyakum La'amar Al-Thakatawa Bayalad Wala'ah Shemaitham Wagum Damwa Hana Nadarash. We're going to go back to the English from verse 16 in chapter 42. Send one of you and let him fetch your brother, and he shall be kept in prison, that your words may be proved, whether there be any truth in you, or else by the life of Pharaoh, surely ye are spies. So at this point, Joseph is second in command over Egypt, basically ruling Egypt. You know, the scripture said that, in name only, that Pharaoh had more power than him. He gave him all the power. And at this point, all of his family had come to him for the famine. Because remember, he interpreted Pharaoh's dream prophesying the famine. And so he gave them the strategy to store up food ahead of the famine. So they were the only ones that had food. Now everybody in the whole region had to come to them for food. And here comes, in the line with everybody else, all of a sudden steps up all his brothers. And they tell him to serve, because he knew what was going on. And he chose, he was going to speak harshly to them. He was going to, kind of drag it out a little bit. And so he told them, he said, y'all spies. And so now he kind of, he's trying to make them nervous. Because now the actual ruler of Egypt, because everybody knew what was going on, is saying they're spies. Now what's going to happen? They're thinking they're about to get their heads chopped off. And they told him, no, we're just one man's sons. We're all brothers. we're all the sons of one man. We're just coming for food. And Joseph was like, nah, you came here to see the famine. You came here from some faraway land just to see the struggles we're going through. He said, no, and they told him, they said, we're all from, one man, but we left our youngest brother behind. And so then Joseph said, all right, word, I'm gonna send you back, except one of you is gonna stay in jail until you bring your youngest brother. And so they said, well, Salaki, we're gonna run through that now. That's where we're getting to. So verse 16, send one of you and let him fetch your brother, and he shall be kept in prison, that your words may be proved, whether there be any truth in you, or else by the life of Pharaoh, surely ye are spies. And he put them all together into ward 3 days, all of them. Verse 18, and Joseph said unto them the third day, this do and live, for I fear God. If ye be true men, let one of your brethren be bound in the house of your prison. Go ye, carry corn for the famine of your houses, but bring your youngest brother unto me. So shall your words be verified, and ye shall not die. And they did so. And they said one to another, we are verily guilty concerning our brother, and that we saw the anguish of his soul when he besought us, and we would not hear. Therefore is this distress come upon us. So they're sitting there in the prison now, having to figure out how they're going to leave one of them in prison, how to figure out what they're going through. And they don't know this is Joseph, but they think back to what they did to Joseph. And they're literally talking to each other, saying, damn, this is what we get for what we did to Joseph way back then. This is what we get. This is our punishment. In verse 22, and Reuben answered them, saying, spake I not unto you, saying, do not sin against the child, and you would not hear? Therefore, behold, also his blood is required. So now Reuben, just because he said something, right? He didn't stop it. But just because he said something, now all these years later, he's like, see, I told y'all not to do that. I'm the only one that told y'all not to do it. Now he thinks he's, anyway, we're going back to the Hebrew real quick. From verse 23, we're going to pick it up in the Hebrew. Waham la'ah, yadaiwa kaya shemai, wayasap, yawasap kaya, hamaliyatazah, Vayenatham, verse 24, Wayasab, Ma'aliam, Wayabak, Wayashab, Alaham, Wayadibar, Alaham, Wayakwak, Ma'atham, Ath Shemaiwan, Wayasar, Athwa, Layanyam, verse 25, Wayatazawa, Yawsak, Wayama'alwa, Ath, Kaliam, Bar Walahashi, Salaka, Bar Walahashiab, Kasapyam, Ayash, Al Shakwa, or Thaf Lahum, Hazadah, Ladirak, Waya Aisha, Lahum Khan, verse 26. Waya Sha'awa, Ath Shabaram, Al Kamariam, Wayalakwa, Mashum, verse 27. Wayapathach, Achad, Al Shakwa, Lathach, Masapwa, Lachamarwa, Bamalwan, Wayra'ah, Ath Kasapwa, Wahana, Hawa'ah, Bapya, Amathakathwa, verse 28, Wayamar, Al-Akua, Hawashab, Kasapya, Wagum, Hana, Ba'amathachafya, Wayazah, Labum, Haradwa, Ayash al Achua, Lamar, Mazaath, Aisha, Alahayim, Lanawa, verse 29, Wabawa al Yaiqab, Abiam, Aratazah, Kana'ain, Wagayadwa, Lawa'ath, Kal, Hakorath, Athum, La'amar, and back to the English from verse 23. And they knew not that Joseph understood them, for he spake unto them by an interpreter. So remember, he hasn't revealed anything to them. This is just an Egyptian to them. This is just another one of these, just, dark-skinned Egyptians with, a funny haircut. That's all they're seeing when they look at Joseph. But he understands everything they're saying. And he's standing there while he's dealing roughly with them, basically trying to mess with them. He hears them talking about their guilt for him without even realizing it's him. Verse 24, and he turned himself about from them and wept and returned to them again and communed with them and took from them Simeon and bound him before their eyes. Now remember, I always say, y'all got to make this real. Like, he's there hearing this and he's trying to hold this together and he's hearing this and it's all coming back and hitting him. He got to just dip out the room and he got to just let it out. And when he gets done, he wipes his face and now he's mad. Now he's more mad. And he comes back out. He's just like, give me Simeon, give me that dude right there. And now y'all can leave. Verse 25, then Joseph commanded to fill their sacks with corn and to restore every man's money into his sack and to give them provision for the way. And thus did he unto them. Because remember, this is what he told them that he was going to do. He was going to send them back with food. He was going to hold one of them. Verse 26, and they laded their asses with the corn and departed thence. Verse 27, and as one of them opened his sack to give his ass provender in the inn, he espied his money. For behold, it was in his sack's mouth. Because in verse 25, remember, when it says Joseph commanded to fill their sacks with corn to restore every man's money, like he told his servants to do this. He didn't tell them that he was doing this. So basically, they just went, filled their sacks with corn, and just put their money back in there when they wasn't looking. So now they're on the road, they see their money in there, and they're like, wait a minute. They're going to think they didn't take our money. They're going to think we just robbed them. Verse 28, and he said unto his brethren, my money is restored, and lo, it is even in my sack. And their heart failed them, and they were afraid, saying one to another, what is this that God hath done unto us? Because now they're terrified. They're like, we forgot to pay them? Like, this is not like, you're a kid and you're in the store and you walk out and forget to pay for your bag of chips. They already had basically the ruler of Egypt on them. And now they're halfway out the country and they think they walked out without paying? Verse 29, and they came unto Jacob their father unto the land of Canaan and told him all that befell unto them, saying. And so now we're going to leave that off and pick it back up in the Hebrew from verse 30. The Bar Hayash, Adunya, Haratzah, Athunwa, Quashwath, Wayathun, Athunwa, Kamargalium, Atharatzah, verse 31, when Amar, Aliwa, Kunium, Anachnoa, La'ah, Hayunwa, Margalium, verse 32, Shunium, Ishar, Anachnoa, Achium, Bunya, Abua, Hachad, Ayunwa, Wakwatan, Hayuwam, Ath, Abunoa, Baratazah Kana'ain, verse 33, Wayamar, Aliyanoah, Aliyanwa, Hayash, Adunya, Haratazah, Bazaath, Adai, Kaya, Kanium, Athum, Akikum, Hakad, Haniyahwa, Athioath, Raibuan, Bathikum, Kwakwa, Walakwa, verse 34, Wahabayaawa, Ath Akikum, Hakatun, Alia, Wadaya, Kaya La'a, Margadalium, Athum Kaya, Kunium Athum, Ath Akikum, Athum Lakum, Wa'ath Haratazah, Asakarwa, verse 35, Wayahayahum, Mariaquayum, Shaquayahum, Wahana, Ayash, Kazarwar, Pisakwa, Bashakwa, Wayarawa, Tazarawath, Kasapyum, Hama, Wa'abyum, Wayarawa, verse 36, Wayamar, Alium, Yaiquab, Abyahum, Ath, Shakalathum, Yawsap, Ayanunwa, Washmaiwan, Ayanunwa, Wa'ath, Bayumyum, Zakwakwa, Alia, Hayawa, Kaliyanwa, and back to the English from verse 30. The man who is the Lord of the land spake roughly to us and took us for spies of the country. So again, they just think this is some Egyptian that's being harsh on them. Verse 31, and we said unto him, we are true men, we are no spies. We be 12 brethren, sons of our father. One is not, which they think is Joseph, and the youngest is this day with our father in the land of Canaan. And the man, the Lord of the country, said unto us, hereby shall I know that ye are true men. Leave one of your brethren here with me, and take food for the famine of your households, and be gone. And bring your youngest brother unto me. Then shall I know that ye are no spies, but that ye are true men. So will I deliver you your brother, and ye shall traffic in the land. And it came to pass, as they emptied their sacks, that behold, every man's bundle of money was in his sack. And when both they and their fathers saw the bundles of money, they were afraid. So now they realized all of their money was still in their sacks. In their minds, oh damn, we just walked out of Egypt without paying for none of this. They're going to be after us. Verse 36.
If I may select. He was like, Reuben, did you pay for that?
Yeah.
Because they all took, turned to the older brother. Like,
Yep.
Did you turn to that? They shook right now. Like, Reuben, were you slacking? Yeah. Or you was on that Reuben thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so verse 36, and Jacob their father said unto them, me ye have ye bereaved of my children. Joseph is not, and Simeon is not, and you will take Benjamin away? All these things are against me. She's like, you already took Joseph. Y'all lost Joseph. Now Simeon is in Egypt in prison, and you want me to send Benjamin? Remember, at this point, Benjamin is like, that's his favorite. He got that special love for Benjamin is the youngest at this point. Joseph is gone. And because Joseph is gone, he's looking at Benjamin. He's holding him close. He's not letting him go nowhere. So they're saying, you want me to, they already threw one of you in prison and you want me to send Benjamin back with you? So back to the Hebrew, verse 37.
And the money is here.
And the money is here. They already threw one of you in prison, and then you walked out without paying, and you want me to send you back with Benjamin? Verse 37 in the Hebrew. Wayamar Alban Alabua Wamar Ashanya Bunya Damiyat Amla'a Abianwa Aliyaka Thana Athwa Aliyadya Wa Anya Ashiyabno Aliyaka, verse 38, Wayamar La'a Yarad Bunya Aimakum Kaya Achua Math Waha'a Labadwa Nashar Wakra'awa Asawan Badarak Ashar the Lakwa Ba Waharadatham Ath Shebathya Bible 1 Sha'wallah, which that Sha'wallah is Sha'ol, which is the grave. It's not hell. It's not some mystical hell with a red guy with a pitchfork. He's saying you're gonna send me down to the pit, to the grave. You're gonna kill me, is what he's saying. This line in English is if something happens to Benjamin, then shall you bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave. So when somebody translates this into some mystical realm, he's not saying that you're going to stress me out and I'm going to go to hell and burn for eternity. He's saying you're going to kill me.
I'm going to be in depression. I'm going to be in the dark place. That's pretty much what he's saying.
And everybody to this day.
Sorrow. Yeah, I'm going to be sorrow for my. Well, it says it right there. It's locked. It says it right there. But you put me in a position that I don't want to be.
Exactly. And to this day, all of our parents say this: you're gonna kill me. You're gonna strike. You're gonna take. You're gonna turn my hair gray, and you're gonna kill me. It's the same Israelite parent back then.
That's right.
You're gonna put me in the grave. I don't know how many times my mother said that to me. I was a bad kid. It's locking.
Just grew up in the wrong
era. There you go. Chapter 43, verse 1 in the Hebrew. I had to get straightened out. I had to get straightened out right here.
That's right.
You know what the problem is? I'm going to tell y'all what the problem I had growing up is. The problem I had growing up is that when I grew up, we did not have role models like Commanding General Yohana had. The problem I had growing up is we didn't have role models like Commanding General Yohana had. And then we didn't have, but now, thank the Lord, we do here in the Isupk, because Commanding General Yohana has raised men to lead this nation. Commanding General Yohana has raised men to lead this nation. And so, y'all gonna have to come to the school to see the rest of these pictures. But Commanding General Yohana has raised men to lead this nation. Y'all see Trooper Tazariak right there? This is a throwback right here. This is a throwback right here. Y'all ain't never seen this one before. So now we in a different era. We're in a new era now. Back to the Hebrew. Genesis 43, verse 1. Waharab kabad baratazah, verse 2. Wayaya kashar kalwa la'akal ath hashabar ashar abiawa wamatazarium wayamar Abiham, Shabwa, Shabarwa, Lanawa, Ma'ite, Akal, verse 3, Wayamar, Aliwa, Yahawada, Amar, Ha'ad. And remember, in the Hebrew, when you hear a word twice like that, that's emphasizing it. So Ha'ad is, I'm warning you seriously. Bunwa, Hayash, Lamar, La'ah, Darawa, Punya, Balafia, Akikum, Athakum, verse 4, Yashka, Mashalach, Akinoa, Thunwa, Narada, Wanishabara, Laka, Akal, verse 5, Wa'am, Ayanka, Mashalach, La'ah, Narad, Kaya, Hayashamar, Alinoa, La'ah, Darawa, Punya, Balafia, Akikum, Athakum. And back to the English from verse 37. And Reuben spake unto his father, saying, slay my 2 sons if I bring him not to thee. Deliver him into my hand, and I will bring him to thee again. And so Reuben, in his, he's trying to be the oldest. He's trying to be like, I'm bringing him back no matter what. You can kill both my sons if I don't bring him back. Now, really, you don't have control over that. You hoping you can bring him back. Verse 38, and he said, my son shall not go down with you. This is Jacob responding, I'm not sending him with you. He said, for his brother is dead, and he is left alone. If mischief befall him by the way in which ye go, then shall ye bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave. Verse 43.
Just to let you know, this is a so-called Syrian of today.
Right. Talking
to, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the older brother. The Syrianite is the older brother. Mm-hmm. And this is what he's talking to, the father of the Puerto Ricans, and and his other brothers. So just to let you know, and since 1969, we put the ethnic group on who the 12 tribes are. And this is a Simeon, this is a Simeonite, this is a Simeonite of today, in the Bible, talking to, talking to his brothers, about his brother.
And remember that, because sometimes it's hard for y'all to, but like the prophecy started with these individuals and their vibe and them having their vibe. And it's not hard to imagine, like anywhere you go in life, the tone is set by, the head of the family or the head of, if you're on a team, the coach, whatever the case may be, the whole team takes on the vibe of the coach. So if you got these 12 sons, their children are going to have their vibe, their children are going to have their vibe, their children. And here we are 4,000 years later, and we got the vibe of the fathers of our tribes. It's not that hard to understand.
And also, if I may, I'm going to let you know, this is not a so-called African American. This is a Reuben. This is This is a so-called, Indian.
Right.
To let you know, he was a headed, he's the older brother of the 12 tribes. He's the older brother of the so-called African Americans.
Right.
We're supposed to look up to the, to the Simeon Indians for guidance. That's where it's supposed to be. That's exactly what it's supposed to be. But But the things happen and things change. So to let you, to let you know, this ain't about skin tone. This is about the truth.
Right. No, exactly. And so chapter 43, verse 1, and the famine was sore in the land. And it came to pass, when they had eaten up the corn which they had brought out of Egypt, their father said unto them, go again, buy us a little food. Basically, they ran through everything they had eventually. Their pops tried not to send them for a while. He said, no, I'm not sending you back again to lose more of you. But they ran through their food eventually. Verse 3, and Judah spake unto him, saying, the man did solemnly protest unto us, saying, you shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. If thou wilt send our brother with us, we will go down and buy thee food. But if thou wilt not send him, we will not go down. For the man said unto us, ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. And you know, this is like, sometimes it's hard to explain to your pops, like, they were serious in there. You didn't talk to these cats. They were not playing. If we go back there without him, we ain't get nothing. They might just throw us all in prison just for the fun of it. They're not, we need him. So verse 6, and Israel said, wherefore dealt ye so ill with me as to...
No, that was the end of the verse. That was the end of the...
Oh, we're back to the Hebrew.
Yeah, back to the Hebrew.
I'm jumping ahead on y'all, man. Y'all gotta wait for verse 6 in the English. Unless y'all paying attention in the Hebrew classes, then you can decipher what I'm about to say. Verse 6. Wayamar Yasha'ala Lama Harithum Laya Lahagyum Lahagiyad Layash Haiwad Lakum Ach. Verse 7. Wayamarwa Shawal Sha'al Hayash Lanwa Walamawas Wadafikum Salaki Walamawala Dathnawa La'amar Haiwad Abikum Khaya Hayash Lakam Ak Wanagad Lawa Al Paya Hadabarium Hala Hayadawai Nadai Kaya Ya'amar Hawaryadwa Ath Akikum. Verse 8. Wayamar Yahawada Al Yasha'ala Abua Shalakha Hanair Afia Wanakulma Wanalaka Wanakia Wala'a Namawath Gum Anaknua Gamatha Gum Tapunua. Verse 9. Anakia Irabunwa Mayadya the Bakwash Noah Amla'a Habiathnoa Habiathua Aliaka Wahatazagathnoa Lapunyaka Wakataafia Laka Kal Hayomyum. Verse 10. Kaya Lawla'a Hathamahat Manua Kaya Aitha Shabanwa Za Pa'imium. Verse 11. Wayamar Aliyam Yasha'ala Abiham Am Khan Apwa Zaaf Aishua Kwakwa Mazmarath Haratiza Bakaliakam Wahawar Yadya Layash Manaka Ma'ait Tazaria wa Ma'ait Dabash Naka'ath Walat Matanium wa Shaquadium. Verse 12. Wakasap Mashana Kwakwa Bayadkum Wa'ath Hakasap Hamoshab, Bapya Thakathyakum, the Shayabwa, Bayadkum, Awalia, Mishaga, Hawa'ah, and back to the English from verse 6. And Israel said, wherefore dealt ye so ill with me as to tell the man whether he had yet a brother? Like, why did y'all open your mouths? What made you even tell him that there was someone else? Verse 7, and they said, the man asked us straightly of our state and of our kindred, saying, is your father yet alive? Have ye another brother? And we told him according to the tenor of these words. Meaning, like, we thought he was just asking us. So we just answered. Scripture says, could we certainly know that he would say, bring your brother down? And Judah said unto Israel his father, send the lad with me, and we will arise and go, that we may live and not die, both we and thou, and also our little ones. I will be surety for him. Of my hand shalt thou require him. If I bring him not unto thee, and set him before thee, then let me bear the blame forever. For except we had lingered, surely now we had returned this second time. So now Judah's now saying, I'll take the blame for him. I'll take the responsibility. Let me go. Because if we wouldn't be sitting here arguing about it, we would have been back already, is what he just said.
Judah should do that.
Judah should do that. If y'all remember how this went down. Verse 11, and their father Israel said unto them, if it must be so now, do this. Take of the best fruits in the land in your vessels, and carry down the man a present. A little balm and a little honey, spices and myrrh, nuts and almonds. The 2024 version would be, take some of these Carl Gas oils and bring them to them.
That's right.
Take some of Captain Zariak's oils and bring them to Pharaoh.
Mama sense.
Take some mama sense and bring them up to Pharaoh. Said, take what we got. Yeah, take some Hazahal collection garments and bring them up to Pharaoh. Because they didn't have food, but they had something. They said, take the best of what we got and bring them up there with you. And verse 12, and take double money in your hand, and the money that was brought again in the mouth of your sacks, carry it again in your hand. Peradventure it was an oversight. So he's saying, go in there like this. Go in there like, we didn't mean to. We didn't mean to. We got your money. We got your money, and we got some myrrh, and we got all this. Check it out. Check it out. We got everything. He said, come in there and let them know you coming in there to pay them and to give them something.
Double money.
Yeah, double money. Pay them for last time and for this time.
Oh, man. Illusory.
Ooh-wee. 3. All right, so we're up to the 6th set. We're going back to the Hebrew, verse 13. In the Hebrew. Wa'ath akikum kwakwa wakwomwa shawabwa al hayash. Verse 14. Wa'al shadya. That's that thing that Christians like to call El Shaddai. That's Wa'al shadya in the Hebrew. The almighty power.
That's right.
Wa'al shadya. Your son lakum Rakumium, Lapunya Hayash, Washalach, Lakum, Ath Akikum, Akar, Wa'ath Banyumyan, Wa'anya Kashar, Shakalathia. Remember what we said about repeating something. So Shakalathia is being bereaved. Shakalathia. Verse 15. Wa'akwakwa, Ha'nashim, Ath Hamanakah, Haza'ath, Wamashana, Kasap, Lakwakwa, Bayadum, Wa'ath, Bayumyan, Wa'akumwa, Wayaradwa, Matazarium, Waya Imadwa, Lapunya Yawsak, verse 16, Waya Ra'ah, Waya Ra'ah Yawsak, Athum Ath Benyamyan, Waya Mar, La'ashar Al Bayathwa, Hab'ath, Ha'anashim, Habayatha, Tabak, Wakan, Kaya, Athya, Yakalwa, Hanashim, Tazaharium, verse 17, Wayaisha, Hayash, Kashar, Amar, Yawsak, Wayaba'ah, Hayash, Athanashim, Bayatha, Yawsak, verse 18, Wayara'awa, Hanashim, Kaya, Hawab'awa, Bayath, Yawsak, Wayamarwa, Al-Dabar, Hakasak, Hashab, Ba'amathakathino, Bathkala, Nachnua, Moba'ayim, Lahathagal, Lahathakalal, Ayayanwa, Wahathanap, Wahathanapal, Alianwa, Wakwakath, Athnua, Libadium, Wa'ath, Hamarunwa. Verse 19.
Last one.
Wayagashwa al Hayash Ashar al Bayath Yawsak, Waydabarwa Aliwa Pathach Habayath. And back to the English from verse 13. Take also your brother and arise, go again unto the man. So now Jacob is like, all right, do what you got to do, but do it like this. Take everything, take all these gifts, take double money, take your brother, go. Verse 14, and God Almighty give you mercy before the man, that he may send away your other brother and Benjamin. If I be bereaved of my children, I am bereaved. And the men took that present, and they took double money in their hand, and Benjamin, and rose up and went down to Egypt and stood before Joseph. And when Joseph saw Benjamin with them, he said to the ruler of his house, bring these men home and slay and make ready, for these men shall dine with me at noon. And the man did as Joseph bade, and the man brought the men into Joseph's house. And the men were afraid because they were brought into Joseph's house. They're like, they making a dinner for us? Salakia.
A lot of people don't realize what was going on. Remember, Joseph was taking care of Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
But you remember, Benjamin was a baby when Joseph was at the crib. You know what I mean? Before his brothers did what they did.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he was always playing with Benjamin. Remember that Joseph was bringing Benjamin up.
Right.
And he was taking care of Benjamin. And that when that's why they emphasize when Joseph saw Benjamin.
Yeah.
That's a different thing because him, that's his little brother.
Right.
And he was, changing the diaper. He was the one that, Joseph was babysitting Benjamin all the time. He was always playing with Benjamin all the time. It was just him and that's what it was. He was always taking care of Benjamin.
No, this is real life. And that same, just like their father had this special love for Joseph and Benjamin. Joseph had that love for Benjamin, and Benjamin was the only one that he wasn't holding none of what happened against. So Benjamin was the only one that he just had that pure. As soon as he saw him, he just, tugged at his heart.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was setting this up really for Benjamin.
And that was his younger brother. That was his younger brother right there. He wanted to see. That's what the reason why he made the request.
And the rest of them though, they're looking at it like this is not how they was treating us last time. They fixing us a feast.
Try to set us up.
Yeah. And they said, the scripture said, and they said, because of the money that was returned in our sacks at the first time, are we brought in, that he may seek occasion against us and fall upon us and take us for bondmen and our asses. So they literally looking at it like this is a setup. Verse 19, and they came near to the steward of Joseph's house, and they communed with him at the door of the house. And now we're going to go back to the Hebrew from verse 20. Wait, Amarwa, Baya, Adunya, Yarad, Yoradunwa, the Thakala, the Shabar, Akal, verse 21, Wayahaya, Kaya, Baanwa, Al Hamalawan, Onapatha, Af, Amathakayanwa, Wahana, Kasak, Ayash, Bapya, Amathakathwa, Kasapnoa, Wamashakwawa, Wanashab, Athwa, Bayadunwa, Wakasak, Akar, Hawaradunwa, Bayadunwa, Lashabar, Akal, La'ah, Yadinwa, Mayasham, Kasapnua, Ba'amathakath Yanawa, verse 23, Waya Amar, Shalom, Lakum, Al Theora'awa, Alahayakum, Walahaya, Abiyakum, Nathan Lakum, Matamawan, Ba'amathakathyukum, Kasapkum Ba'a, Aliyah, Wayawatzah, Aliyahum, Ath Shemaiah, verse 24, Wayab'a, Hayash, Ath Hanashim, Wayatha, Yosap, Wayathan, Mayum, Wayarakatzah, Wa Regalyahum, Wayathan, Masapwa, Lakamarya, verse 25, Wayakunwa Ath, Hamancha, I Bawa'ah, Yalsap, Batazarium, Kaya, Shemaiwa, Kaya, Shum, Yakalwa, Lakum, verse 26, Wayaba'ah, Yalsap, Habiyathwa, Habiyatha, Waya'awa, Lawa, Ath, Hamancha, Ashar, Wayadun, Habayatha, Wayashakawa, Lawa, Aratazah. And back to the English verse.
That was 26.
That was 26.
Yeah, no, we got
I think we might have gone to
28.
No, because we started at 20.
Yeah, we started at 20.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hot. Right?
1 second. Verse 20 in the English, and said, O sir, we came indeed down at the first time to buy food, and it came to pass, when we came to the inn, that we opened our sacks, and behold, every man's money was in the mouth of his sack, our money in full weight, and we have brought it again in our hands. So they're trying to talk to the guard. They're trying to be like, hey, you know, this funny thing happened last time we was here. We left and our money was still in our, but we got it right here. We got it right. They're trying to make everything smooth because they think this whole thing is a setup. Verse 22, and other money have we brought down in our hands to buy food. We cannot tell who put our money in our sacks. And he said, peace be to you. Fear not. Your God and the God of your father have given you treasure in your sacks. I had your money. And he brought Simeon out unto them. Verse 24, and the man brought the men into Joseph's house and gave them water, and they washed their feet, and he gave their asses provender. And they made ready at the present against Joseph came at noon, for they heard that they should eat bread there. And when Joseph came home, they brought him the present which was in their hand into the house, and bowed themselves to him to the earth. So they try and show all the respect, all the humility, all the we got your money, all the, we here in peace. They're going overboard to make sure they don't get.
If I may, now this right here, if anybody know, this was the dream that Joseph was talking to his brothers when he said, are we going to bow down to you?
Yep.
This is early. This is literally what happened. This is literally what happened. And that's what they did. So you can make a correlation,
that's so important.
Offhand, but when Joseph said, I had a dream that, that your animals bow down to my animals, so on and so forth, and it came to pass.
Yep.
This is the moment when it came to pass.
This is it. That's heaven. And on that note, we're going to leave off for this week and come back to this next week. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, Captain as a trooper is crazy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I imagine up here. Shapar, which means horn. Yun, which is the wine. Like Yashala, which means to Israel. Shapar, which means horn. Imagine in the room, which means to stand. Sarpunyakodom, which means turn and face the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Avanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash Hayah, Shemka Yahweh, Malak with Kath of Aratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa Hayah, Shemayim, Nathananawa, Lakam Kaliwan, Wasalakanawa, Kawakno, Kasalakno, Kawakino, Wala'ah. The Bayano, Banase one, Abal, Habashino, Mayan, Ra, Kayal, Kahamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahataparat, I will love you. Amen. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. The prayer for the power structure in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Mayak Allah. Wa Alahayim. Wa Tazabya Alawak Yahan. Ha Surani. Ha Pazioni. Ha Klayali. Wa Wasi. Yahweh. Hashem Yahweh Shah. The water Amun. In the English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Mike. And the angel. Commanding General Yahan. The general. Captain. The officers. Troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. Pray for the prophesied curses Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh
In
Shai.
the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
Speak against
To
us.
speak against us.
Thy prophets.
As prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
Priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
In the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and
To
destruction.
the heathen.
To the heathen.
Shake loose.
Shake
The
loose.
treasure of the rich of
The
Israel.
treasure of the rich
They refuse to give to the school.
and refuse to get to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy
And
sanctuary.
in our sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and
To
destruction.
the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And nations.
And the nation.
The drug
And the
dealers.
drug
The
dealers.
court system.
Courses.
Prison system.
Priests.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned
All the
Parenthood.
governments of our enemies.
All the government of the enemy.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and
The
armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse Comitatus.
The gay movement.
Gay
The
movement.
lesbian movement.
Lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
National Space Program.
The Army.
The Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
And the airways.
Cable access channel.
Cable access channel.
Radio
And the
channel.
radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit.
Any of thy people.
And then die people
That seek to stop
that
us.
seek to stop
Bring
us.
swift
And
destruction.
bring swift
To
destruction
all the heathen.
to all the
That
evil
stand in the way.
that stand in the way
Try to stop
and
us.
try to stop us.
Broadcasting your words
Broadcasting Yahweh
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
That loose all the
Let
plague.
them sort of play.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Going to go to and fro
Through the earth.
through the
And
earth
consume
and consume
them.
it.
Let the plagues
Let the plague
shake the house of the thief
shake the house of the
and
thief
the murder.
and the murder.
Let the house
And
shot.
Yahweh shall.
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Come down with flying saucers.
Come down with the flying saucer.
Punish all the heathen.
Punish all the
Come
evil
up against
that
us.
come up against
As
us.
you speak thy
And
word.
speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all.
Cause to be known by all.
That it is the angels that have done
And
it.
then the angels that have done
Cause it to be spread through the media.
it. Cause to be spread through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause to shake their coming.
In the name of Yahweh
In the
Shai.
name of Yahweh shall.
Thank you always.
Thank you all.
So be.
So be it.
You saw her face the front. We're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak.
Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Rakatah.
Yahweh dismissed.
Next week, we're going to start at Genesis chapter 43, verse 27.
Don't miss it.
Chapter 43, verse 27.
Be there or be square.